Hello everyone! Welcome to a newest video, actually a new concept. We're going to be ranking every single season of the Thomas Tank Engine and Friends TV show. Just a heads up in advance, this video isn't really scripted or anything, so if I do end up stumbling or rambling on my words, I do apologize in advance. And also, this list is entirely my opinion, and if you agree or disagree, it's perfectly fine. But yeah. We're just going to be going in complete random order, so whatever you see in the bottom here, we're going in that order. Just mix up, you know? Without further ado, let's get into it. First up, we have Season 10. This is one of the hit era seasons. It's pretty mid, I'd say. Not necessarily the worst by any means at all, just, you know, the other seasons exist. So I'm going to put this in C tier for now. Might move towards the bottom of C tier, but who knows. Next up, we got Season 11. This is about the same as Season 10, but I feel like the color grading on that season was a lot worse. It's like really yellowy and green, sort of, in some of the episodes. So yeah, I'm just going to put this C tier as well. Now we got Season 20. This is arguably my favorite season of the CGI series. It's just a lot of fun. Every episode is really well written, for the most part. It's really good. I love this season a lot. A lot of good character moments and stuff. So I'm going to put this A tier. I might say the top 8 tier, not gonna lie. Now we got Season 15. This season is absolute dog shit. I hate it so much. It is very bad. Like most of the Miller era. But yeah, here we go in F tier. Next up, we have Season 2. This is a really good season, don't get me wrong. But I feel like it's the weakest of the classic series. Assuming we're not counting 6 and 7. Yeah, I just don't really care for Season 2 that much. I mean, there are some good episodes, like Thomas and Trevor. Absolutely amazing episode, probably my favorite this season. And it's good character moments too, but A tier. Behind Season 20. No, actually, it has Season 20. Now we got Season 23. The second season in the Bwubba era. I'm just going to be totally honest here. I think it's the absolute worst season of the entire show. Because, like, I tried watching some of the episodes, and I just couldn't get through them at all. You know what they say about the classic series and even the CGI series? It's like, it is very clearly made for kids, but at the same time, adults can enjoy it to an extent. It is not present in this season in the slightest. It was a very slight bit in some of the episodes in 22 and 24. But 23 is just completely awful. Animation is really weird as well. But yeah, and also just a character assassination after character assassination, like a freaking minigun. Just spraying all them down. So yeah, I absolutely hate Season 23. Bottom of F tier, and it will stay in the bottom of F tier no matter what. Anyway, so Season 12 is next. Man, I remember liking this season when I was a kid, growing up, watching it on DVD. But oh my god, the CGI on the faces and people have aged so terribly. Aged like absolute milk. It is atrocious. And also, the episodes are very dumb. D tier. Now we got Season 1. The one that started it all. I'm just going to say it right now. This may be a hot take, but I feel like Season 1 is the absolute best season of the show. Like, argue with the wall. Yeah, sure, the visuals and stories are fairly simplistic, but that was what the beginning of the Railroad series was like anyways. But I feel like it all just comes together in a very unified design for the show. It is just pure escapism. Like, it is just so like therapeutic to watch. Like, anyone can recognize the season distinctly. It is very distinct and unique. Absolute all-time classic. In the snow episodes, amazing. Thomas turns into snow, amazing episode. In the music, oh my god, the music is so good. Like when Thomas and Brody are racing, absolute bop, let me tell you. I will play, but probably get copyright flagged, but still. Man, it's just amazing season. I absolutely love it. It is so iconic. I remember watching this season on TV, airing on PBS Sprout. They were still airing it into the mid to late 2000s. I absolutely love Season 1. It is so much nostalgia. An absolute peak storytelling and visuals. Pure escapism and serotonin. S tier, in the very top of S tier for that matter. And I don't think it'll ever move from the top of S tier. The absolute best in my opinion. Next up we got Season 7. If you count this as the end of the classic series, this is probably the worst of the classic seasons, I think. But in terms of the model seasons, it is definitely not the worst at all. I consider 6 and 7 pretty even, per se. Visuals aren't really that great in my opinion. It's like, eh. It's like trying to mix like simple models with ultra realistic lighting. They clash, you know? But it's not really the worst season at all. I mean, the newbies are really good, like Murdoch, Harvey, and Emily. Like, all of them are really good, don't get me wrong. So, I'm gonna put it in B tier. Alright, next up we got Season 8. This is the first season of the hit era. And it's gonna be the first season without any of the original people on the show. I don't really hate this season per se. I do like some of the camera work and visuals. Like, it's really nice. I feel like it just like has more design unity to it. Cause I grew up mostly with the hit era and stuff on DVD. I always liked it. I always had a nostalgic feeling for it, you know. And of course, this whole era was plagued by the atrocious show Bible that was written after season 7 aired. But yeah, I'm gonna put this in B tier. Now we got season 13. The first fully CGI season. This is probably one of the last few seasons. I think season 14 is probably the absolute last, but 13, 14 probably the last seasons I've ever watched of the show before exiting out of it for a good chunk of my life and then come back to recently. But these are the last seasons I remember growing up watching, per se. And I don't think it's this. I think it's like probably the better of the Miller era, but like the whole Miller era is like almost the exact same, anyways, because they just didn't try at all. But yeah, I feel it's probably the better of the seasons in the Miller era, but so I'm just gonna put it bottom of D tier. So yeah, now we got season 19. I'm just gonna be honest, it's probably the weakest of the Brenner era in my opinion, because some of the character moments are really weird. Like they keep on reverting back to old characters to keep status quo, I guess. But and also Henry in this era in general. I can't remember any of the season, but they just destroyed Henry. But yeah, don't have much to say about it. But I'm just gonna put this C tier, or at the very top of C tier to be exact. Then we got season 14. Like I said just a moment ago, this is probably the last season I remember watching as a child. I do remember some of the episodes with the Logging Locos. I actually really liked the Logging Locos, and Missy Allen Rescue was probably my favorite movie as a kid. The concept was so good in theory. Watching it as an adult in execution, the whole thing is just falling apart. But I feel like the Logging Locos are pretty interesting, like visually, and they have a lot of potential. Just fumbled, you know. This season is very similar to 13, so I'm probably gonna put it above 13 in D tier for now. But these two are very neck and neck. 13 and 14 are neck and neck. Now we got season 4. This season is one of the best visually looking seasons of the entire show. Like, it is very comfy looking. It also have a lot of nostalgia for the season as well. It is very, very good. Some of the stories are really good as well. George Carlin's narration. Like, it is just absolutely amazing. Stunning. I love this season so much. S tier. But it's probably going to stay in second from it to season 1. But yeah, moving on. Now I got season 16. I deadass don't remember anything from this season. I mean, I do remember it was very boring. I mean, I probably may have watched an episode from this season, but I have no idea considering 13 through 16 are almost the exact same visually and like story-wise, so it was all a bunch of crap still, but I'm just gonna put it top of F tier, I say. It's not really that good. Now we got season 17. This is a really good season and is miles better than anything in the Miller era, although it's a pretty vanilla take, I'd say. This is a very good start to the new era, and it's a lot better. Like Henry's hero, I think it's in this season. Very good episode. In terms of season 7 overall, it's really good, very good. I'm gonna put it middle of B tier. Season 18 is up next. This is also a huge improvement from the previous. I absolutely love this season. Some of my favorite episodes in the whole series are in this season. Like, Not So Slow Coach is probably one of my favorite episodes ever. Probably top 5, I'd say. It's just such good character moments with Thomas, Annie, Claire Bell, and even Caitlin to an extent. It gives us really well-rounded season. I absolutely love it. For that, I'm going to put it in A tier. I'd say it's probably one of the better CGI seasons. Then we got season 21. This is what many consider to be the final true season of the show before everything fell apart completely in the next season. But yeah, I'm just going to rank this season at I'm assuming you view it as a finale season. And when you view it like a finale season, actually is really well good put together. Yeah, I don't consider this season really bad at all, really, but I do consider it pretty good. I'm gonna put it in A tier, but probably the bottom of A tier, you know, up right in the line between A and B. Now we got season 22. This season is absolute ass in my opinion. Although some of the episodes that are written by Michael White are actually pretty decent, but everything else it just gets dragged down by so much because like it really feels like one person actually cares while the rest just don't give a flying fuck at all. And the animation is so rough as well. It is very, very rough. And also they do nothing with newbies as well. Like at all really. But yeah, I'm just gonna put this in F tier, but I do think it's better than season 23. Now we got season 5. This is also one of the best seasons in the entire show. The visuals are really good in this well. The action alone is what carries season the most for me. It is really good. Also a lot of nostalgia as well. It's really good, really well put together season. I love it. Definitely in top 3. I'm gonna put this in S tier. Yeah, that's the only really good choice. Now I got season 3. One of my personal favorite seasons. Also favorites of a lot of people. I can understand why. It's a really good season. Like the escapism in this is just almost perfection in my opinion. It is really well put together. Like the night visuals, the music, really good. Like watching this season on DVD was such a blast, man. Just pure serotonin as a child. But yeah, love this season. Maybe a hot take. I can hear something as running with pitchforks on me, but I'm gonna put it above season 5. But I just feel like it's a really good season. Now we got season 6. I really like this season. It's like has some of my favorite episodes ever. Like Scared Agents in this season. My favorite episode ever. I love Halloween episodes. In this episode executes it perfectly well with characters in it. I also grew with this season on DVD as well. It is really good. Some of the episodes like Duncan are really good as well. I consider it pretty good. Visuals are a little gray, but I feel like it matches the models and stuff, you know? The way the models look and stuff. I feel like it matches a little bit better, you know? More of that design unity, if you will. And I think I'm gonna put this season, I'm gonna put it in between 18 and 21. I just really like this season a lot. It's pretty good. Now we got season 24, the final season of the entire series before it all ends. I personally think it's probably the best of the Bubba era seasons because we have a lot more of the Michael White ran episodes. But it is still Bubba era mostly, so a lot of crap. I'm gonna feel like the animation probably adds better in terms of the whole era, but I'm just gonna put it the very top of F tier, right on the line between D and F, if you will. Now I got the last season of the ranking list, season 9. It's probably one of the better hit era seasons in my opinion. Probably even better than season 8, I think. Considering some of the episodes are a lot better. Like some of the character run episodes, like mostly with Gordon and everything, really well made. So I'm gonna put it in B tier, above season 8. And yeah, that is every single season of the series ranked on a tier list from F to S. And before I see some of you guys go into the comments, All Engines Go is not season 25 or anything at all. You can look this up on IMDb as well. It is an entirely separate show. It is not a continuation any way whatsoever. It's a full-on reboot, separate entity completely. It's only on its tier list because I believe the series was made before the show actually came out. We knew it was going to be a reboot. We have the complete range from the absolute bottom of the barrel dog shit season 23 to the absolute peak serotonin nostalgia, visually stunning, just dopamine central of season 1. And yeah. And also again, if you agree or disagree with my opinions and rankings on this list, perfectly fine. It's all up to opinion anyway, so it's all a bit of fun in the end. Thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you all in the next one.